Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Uptie 1. It's been a long time since I streamed this, mostly because the account couldn't really progress with the rules I had set before. But now I'm allowing myself to use base ego if I have to. So hopefully, with the addition of base ego, I can still beat the entire game. I want to briefly talk about some of the problems with Uptie 1 and just how this account works. Uptie 1 IDs have low speed. That is a big problem. You will often see like 2 to 5, 2 to 4. Most Uptie 3 IDs don't have a speed range that goes all the way down to 2, but most Uptie 1 IDs, Manager Dawn is weirdly fast, most Uptie 1 IDs will have 2 in their speed range, at least some of these older ones. Maybe it's not quite as bad as I thought, but like 3 to 4, 3 to 5, stuff like that's pretty common. Uptie 1 IDs have really bad skill 1s, like look at this. This rolls a 7, and it has 2 coins, and it has negligible effects. This makes up 60% of all my skills because I don't get skill 3s. Skill 2s are okay, they maybe roll a 12, maybe a 15 if I'm lucky. And so, clashing is an issue because of both the speed and my actual rolls. Let's see how Lucio goes. A lot of these IDs that I have, I choose because they just have a good skill 2. Like 2 plus 5, this is one of the best Uptie 1 skill 2s out there. Gives me the slash power up as well. I don't know what damage type Lucia does. I don't remember. I'm just going to bring some of the good IDs. The ones I already have leveled. Like, this fight ends automatically, so it's kind of just Operation Survive. Let's see if I can survive. In my first 3 attempts to beat textbook. That's pretty reasonable, I think. I completely forgot there were enemies. Is this not Lucio? I thought it was immediately Lucio. Maybe there's one stage of mannequins first. The first of many, I'm sure. Actually being level 60 is nice because these guys are only level 55, so that's giving me the clashing edge for now. I'll see if that can keep up. I don't want to clash into their guard. I guess they give you a chance to see the mannequins before they throw them into you with the Lucio fight as well. As long as Egoless, I didn't put Egoless in the title because I will use Ego if I have to, but I will be Egoless as much as possible, and if I'm forced to use Ego, I will only use base Ego. So it's sort of Egoless. Okay, yeah. It's really nice that these guys don't gain skill slots. That's like what makes them manageable. They only ever have their 1 skill slot to deal with. As long as they don't clash into their guard, their lust skill isn't that dangerous. So like here, I think we're just going full damage, kill everything. I forgot this music was even used in Canto 9? Yeah, fair, I also didn't think of this as a Canto 9 track. Okay. If assuming all the mannequin stages go like this, then Uptie 1 shouldn't be having much of an issue with them. This is quite manageable, I would say. I don't like that 2 of them are guarding here. Gonna have to turn a lot of skills into defensive skills to not hit those. But it's worth it. Just got here, you didn't miss much, you're still on the first tile. Oh, that's going pretty well so far. This isn't looking as bad as I thought. I expected mannequins to be a bit more of a pain than this, but I guess like 15 is enough, as long as I can just get my sanity early. It is just going to be a sanity snowball thing. But at least they don't have sanity. Blade Ryoshu is like the most potential I've seen in an Uptie 1 ID in a long time. She does a lot of damage, and I don't even have any other House of Spiders IDs yet to make her even stronger. Like, she probably got the most here, although it largely depends on, yeah. Not by a ton, but she's likely going to get top damage in every fight I'm able to bring her. Alright, now it's Lucio time. Forced Ryoshu. This is just a battle of survival. Okay. And Lucio gets sanity. So let's try to not get sanity snowballed, shall we? Do you lose Clash Power to Ryoshu? Oh, I actually get special effects in this for being Ryoshu, I think. Is it just a different look? Okay. Oh yeah, the dual escalates. I should maybe try to pay attention to that. Let's see if I can get a good turn 1. Everyone's clashing neutral or better. I mostly care about the Lucio clashes, of course. That's good. I want this guy to be as mentally unstable as possible. Ishmael, don't scare me like that. Alright, that was an extremely good turn 1. We won all of our clashes. But I used skill 2s on everyone, which means a lot of people are going to be stuck with terrible skill 1s now. And he uses stronger moves, so let's not get like too much. Oh, so how is Uptie 1 Blade Shoe? She seems extremely good. I don't have any other House of Spiders IDs yet, and she does top damage every fight. She gets the prestigious 3+4 3 coin. And then just the skill 2 too. is a lot of free damage whenever I'm against like a single target. I got really good speed rolls this turn. I was expecting to be like forced into doing whatever he wanted. How much damage is that doing? Honestly, I think I'm going to ignore that. There's a like fair chance I just lose the clash anyway, or no, it's so much bleed if I... Yeah, I should try to clash it, just because of the bleed. This will have 2 attack power-ups, so it's a bit better than a neutral, actually. And now, Ishmael can't clash Lucio. Just hit that guy. I'm probably ignoring these 2 moves from Lucio just because clashing them is going to be harder, and I do not want to give him sanity. That is just the most important thing here. If he gets sanity, he will snowball me. Like, those are doing low enough damage. Okay. How's Uptie 1 going? You haven't missed much today. It's going alright so far. Oh yeah, you get sanity from clashing people that have dual escalates. Forgot about that. Wonder if Lucio Heathcliff will have sanity gain. Yeah, Blade Shoe will still get the base power up. That's why I think she's going to be like the best Uptie 1 ID. Once I actually get more House of Spiders. Sadly, not all of the House of Spiders IDs are good at Uptie 1. Like, Middle Otis is pretty bad, honestly. But the Ring, Callisto and Albina are really good Uptie 1 IDs. They're like next on my list that I want to get. Okay, now this is the problem. Target fixed against a guy that only has a maximum 8 roll. This is still... Or is my counter better? It's also an 8 roll. This is still possible to win if I get his sanity down and he gets like all tails rolls. Let's see. It's like I might as well try. The punishment is maybe giving him more sanity. Yeah. This is... I wish he chose someone else. Does he, like, choose randomly? How is this targeting chosen? I think it's just random. Okay. Well, best of luck. I'll give him -6 power. So I need, if he gets more than 1 heads roll, I lose this no matter what. Is it highest dual stack? I don't think so, because Ryoshu has 2. I think Heathcliff only had 1. Now, Lucio definitely targets different people. Yeah, this is Blade Lineage Mentor Mare. He's quite good at Uptie 1. I mean, I've got his sanity low. This is where I wanted him to be. Let's go, Heathcliff. The rolls don't even look that bad. I'm still using mostly skill 2s. Like, look at this. I have 6 people that have only skill 1s now. And 3 of them still only have skill 1s next turn. Like, the skill 2s are actually fine. The problem is just that 60% of my skills are skill 1s that are not fine. who has dual escalates and who doesn't? Okay, manager Dylan should clash. I guess I need to play by speed as well, like you can't clash anything, so you just hit that guy. Clashable counters are good because they're better than skill 1s. So it's like an improvement on 60% of my deck, because I'll just always clashable counter over skill 1. That's more damage than I want to take. But I don't want to clash with Heathcliff either. So here's a speed issue. I only have 2 people that can redirect Lucio this turn. Which means I think... Or where's this naturally targeting? Sinclair. Okay, Sinclair can just evade then. 2 things naturally hitting him. There we go. Ish can try to evade that, and that's the turn. You don't think 941 will be that bad? If I'm allowing base ego, it will probably be fine. 941 is Pinky Nurse Father's second fight. It's the hardest fight in the game for base IDs. The problem with 941 is she inflicts bind on every hit, and she has so many unbreakable coins. I'm going to have no control over clashing ever if I'm not using chains on her every turn. Okay, we got panic reset here. Oh, you know what? That's why Ryoshu is good. She doesn't care about the hostage. She just doesn't have the debuff. Imagine if I could actually kill him. I was like just going into this fully expecting to time out the fight. But if I win like all my clashes, maybe my damage is actually okay. I mean, he takes more slash. I have my best damage dealers are slash. Yeah, these are fine. Let's just give Manager Dawn a chance to lose dual escalates here. Can't imagine go. This is my own account of Uptie 1 IDs. I have made this myself. I did not buy it. Do we have an ability to upkeep bleed on enemies? Bleed is actually the strategy I use for Jiachu. Because Kurakumo Heathcliff and Kurakumo Rhodia both have 2 bleed counts on their skill 2s. And so I was able to like multi-slot both of them and somewhat keep up bleed. Also the clashable counter is +1, that helps maintain it. Yeah, speaking, I'm still not used to that. I do like the change. It's nice to see what these IDs have to say. You have 2 dual escalates, unfortunately. Maybe you do target the one with the highest. Let's see if we can win the big skill again. His sanity is not going to be as low this time, so it's not going to be as favored, I'm pretty sure. Let's do that. Just evade that, honestly. Yeah, okay. Good luck, Rhodia. Yeah, I know it loses base power, but if he just hits all heads, he'll just still outroll me. So let's hope he doesn't get really lucky. Can we abuse Absolute Resonance still? It hasn't been too useful because I kind of have to choose the IDs that naturally roll the highest, and they don't really line up with skill color too much. Like, there's a bit with Kurikumo, Heathmail, Ish, and BL Mare, I can get like 3. Do middle skill 2s have their resonance passive? I don't think so. At least not all of them. Middle Otis is just like really bad overall. I didn't see any redeeming factor like that, I'm pretty sure. Alright, how close are you to staggering? Still like 230 off, so I'm not going to push for that yet, but I can ignore these guys. They're not doing much damage. This is for clashing him, right? If I one-sided him, I shouldn't gain stacks. Heathcliff is too slow. Like, if I can gain all the stacks I want if he's going to be staggered soon. I'll still clash this move though. No, I'm definitely not allowing non-base ego, because I know if I used non-base ego, this fight would, like, this account would definitely be possible. I want it to still be a bit of a question, and so I'm only allowing base ego and only if I absolutely have to. So far, only 2 fights in the game have made me use ego, that being Lei Heng and Jiamu. They just have high enough rolling skills that are AoE that I just can't win. And, like, guaranteed sanity. That's the real problem. If I could make their sanity low, those fights would be winnable. But it's just not possible to keep their SP low. You saw a few units with non-base ego. I think I'm on my mirror dungeon team right now. I forgot to switch back. I will say, I do allow myself to change my Zayn. Roche Emperor is easy, yeah, he's not going to be an issue. You see, that fight tests your skill, not your account, so it's not a problem in any challenge. If you know the fight, if you've done it before, it's not going to be hard. Trying to push for stagger here. Yeah, he got a heads roll. Yeah, Ish had a bit too much dual escalates there. Is it testing skill? Why did it brick wall a ton of people? Maybe they aren't skilled? I don't know. It's like there's a little bit of... There's definitely some luck. You have like a 30% chance or something like that to lose any attempt if Virgilius just fails the clash against the 60-rolling skill. Like, that is just an instant loss. But that, like, shouldn't really happen. Okay, I don't think I have enough time to kill him. I'm going to just save my skill 2s. And Ryoshu, you can evade that. I say I save my skill 2s, I only have 1 skill 2 on the board. But like, I have done the Roach Emperor fight 5 times, and I have won all 5 times. That includes base IDs, that includes using a level 28 base Heathcliff plus a borrowed ID. Like, I have done bad teams against it and won. Okay, you have sanity now. Good luck, Rhodia. Thankfully, everyone cleared their dual escalates. Ah, but I'm too slow. This is what I was worried about. I got lucky for this to not happen sooner. But I only have these 3 people that can attempt to clash him before his fixed target, and they don't have the highest rolls ever. Got favorites across the board here. Would index counters work well for Uptie 1 strats? Maybe? I haven't looked too much at the index IDs. Uptie 1 kits. I don't know if they're weakened at all. But just like having to counter means I'm taking damage. I guess that gives some shield. Your favorite content from my channel? I'm glad to hear it. I do think Uptie 1 is interesting. That's how I started my channel, after all. Yeah, the ID tier list really changes a lot for Uptie 1. Is at the end? Yeah. There's no way I'm killing that guy in time. Does this skip the cutscene as well? No. We get to see Valentina. The woman that never shows her face in my mirror dungeon runs. Yeah, Blade Lineage Mare is like top 5 Uptie 1 IDs. She's coming next week for sure. Yeah, every week we'll just have to say Valentina is coming. It will be true eventually. Virgilius isn't Uptie 1? Oh no. And the surprising no one, Blade Ryoshu top damage. That's going to be the case every fight I'm allowed to use her. You assume Uptie 1 12 centers is still way easier than 12 base centers. That was my idea when I made the account, which is why I said no ego at all. And Uptie 1 with no ego is harder than base IDs for a lot of things. It kind of depends though. Like, I can actually say this, having played the entire game with both. The fights that are difficult for some aren't difficult for the other. It actually depends. Like, this is crazy. Nobody would guess this. You want to guess? Like, the hardest fight in Canto 6 is 634 for both of them. Heathcliff, question mark, Batcliff, whatever you like to call him. But do you want to guess the second hardest Canto 6 fight for Uptie 1? Because I don't think it's what any of you would expect. The second hardest Canto 6 fight for Uptie 1 is Nelly, of all things. The fight that is, like, a joke normally. Yeah, someone got it, yeah. Nelly has speed. Nelly inflicts bind. Nelly targets one person that gets staggered and kills them with nothing you can do, and there are no backups in Canto 6. It was a real serious difficult fight, and that's like my favorite thing about this playthrough. The fights that get completely overlooked can just become actually a threat. Makes this account so unique. I got 6 to 8 heads on a 0 SP Ishmael. I guess she locked in. I wasn't really looking at that. This guy just got 3 heads, 4 heads in a row. Double fatal on Sinclair there.
네 피분수?
Okay, yeah. You're fast. You have to be clashed by Ishmael. You're fast. Go Ryoshu. I can save that skill too. And yeah, just everyone hit that guy. Yeah, Nellie's binding technique, and she has like the red skill that rolls, it's like 6 plus 3 with 4 coins. If she hits 3 coins on that, that's beating like anything I do, pretty much. If she gets all 4 coins, it outrolls, I think, literally everything I had at that point for Uptie 1. Nowadays, full stop Heathcliff can roll higher, because full stop Valpurgis kinda saves this account. I was not beating Bloodfiend Trio without the full stop IDs. Yeah, the hardest fight in story was Bloodfiend Trio before. For Uptie 1, but then we got to Lei Heng, which I just could not beat. Olympus, but every boss has 5 times HP. That's kind of what base IDs is. It takes about 5 times as long to kill them. I don't like that that's double fatal. That's a much more acceptable move to ignore. Okay. Base IDs are great at clashing and horrid at damage. Let's not call them great at clashing. Their skill 1s basically all roll 11, nothing special. Their skill 2s roll between like 12 and 14. That's definitely not great. You have a few good skill 3s, like Otis and Heathcliff. But like, base IDs are not great at clashing, just like by definition. I think Gregor's skill 3 rolls like a 14, and that is not what we call a great clasher. I get the point you're trying to say, but I think base IDs are even worse than most people want to give them credit for. They like see videos of people beating stuff with the base IDs, and it's like, oh, it can't be that bad. Like, I struggled on this fight, and this guy can do it with base IDs. The base IDs must be good. No, they really aren't. Wow, these guys are both so low. That's fine. Can ignore that. Base Ego do carry. Base Ego are good. Like, base Ego are probably the most underutilized thing in this game. Anyone that is struggling with anything in story would probably win if they used more base Ego. Specifically Chains and others. Alright, Big Lust Pekasula is probably the scariest Pekasula in the game, but he's being nice and using weak skills this turn, so I can just put all my damage into him and stagger him. If I had to beat the game and I was only allowed to use one ego, it would unquestionably be Chains of Others. And so in that regard, I like calling it the best ego in the game. Although if I had to beat Railway 6 and I could only use one ego, it probably wouldn't be Chains. So maybe we have some new content that makes me question my evaluation there. Crow's View is definitely the second best Uptie 1 or base ego. Although, like, Forest for the Flames has the most real use in real gameplay. It's like Chains and Crow's View are amazing with base IDs because you need to clash better. The real IDs in real teams clash well enough that just like getting more damage from the Fragile from Forest for the Flames is better, typically. Okay, this time a Big Lust Pekasula starts on field and he's immediately going for the 5+5. I'm going to let it hit double resistant Manager Dawn and go just all in on this guy to get him off the field. I can ignore all of those, they do low damage, yeah. Kill this guy. There's like Railway 6 is definitely not doable base ID's base ego. I've done enough testing to say that Section 2 is not happening. And while I haven't tested it yet, I just see no world where they could do Butterfly. They have low coin counts, so they could not manage the stacks well, and just the damage. Base IDs plus any ego, I have some chance to do at least maybe like sections 2 or 4. 2, I don't have resources. Maybe I can do section 4 if I allow any ego. Because healing versus no healing is an insane difference. Those are doing no damage. I should clash this guy though. Get the Lust Pekasula off the stage. Section 2 is definitely doable with base ID any ego. I don't know, you don't have that many resources. I guess though, it's just like, the Heisho are the biggest problem there. And I guess you just, like, Superbia, a big AoE blunt ego and stagger all of them. And that makes it doable. Or maybe use Superbia Contempt on turn 1 and just generate extra resources from that for the entire section. It's like section 3 I think is doable base ID's base ego. I got such a good attempt and then just completely killed by RNG, but I think if I didn't get such bad luck clashing Hohenheim's big skills, I could have won. So I'll have to go back and do that at some point. Actually win. Fluid Sack makes a lot of stuff easier. It does. But I do really like Dora Kelgia's fast passive regen for really long fights. Like, if section 4 was possible, I think it would be through that. You see, I can farm like 100 Gloom in section 2 Although I guess I have to do their unsegmented anyway. But since I can farm like Infinite Gloom with base IDs, I'll probably farm Infinite Gloom with whatever team I end up using on Section 2 if I'm trying to do base ID Section 4. You think it's funny how the Faust key slot healing egos are all side grades of each other? I think that's very much deliberate game design. It's the type of thing I wish we saw more out of Ego, honestly. I just hate that they made Ardor Blossom Star another key. Give Faust a evolve that's actually good AoE. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Everlasting, but it's just, you know, only really good in one team. And that team isn't great. At least I don't like Tremor that much. It's like fine, but it's not my favorite. These filler fights are definitely more annoying when your damage is as low as mine. What's even the next significant fight? We have, like, the abnormality refights. Yeah, if the ego like functions for Uptie 1 Mare, it could make Uptie 1 plus any ego, or like Uptie 1 with Uptie 1 ego a lot better, because he's already good. Rin and Albina, that's the end of part 1, but I have to get through Ebony Queen first, right? Ebony Queen is in part 1, I think. Ebony Queen is a little scary. Even like Wayward Passenger could give me issues. I don't think Lantern will be bad. Although Lantern was like the third hardest fight for base IDs in Canto 9. You had to be pretty specific to actually do enough damage to him, because you couldn't choose your damage types at all. You couldn't spec into more pride or slash or whatever, you just had the IDs you were given. But I can actually choose my IDs a bit. You enjoy this challenge because you get to see Uptie 1 when you've never seen the IDs below Uptie 3. Yeah. I love to hear it. I do think it's unique. I'm glad people share my feelings for the challenge. It's like whenever a new ID comes out, I look at their Uptie 1 first, because that's what I'm actually excited for. It doesn't matter if their Uptie 4 is good. Like, I'm sure every new ID will be good, but there's no consistency with Uptie 1. Sometimes you get a Blade Ryoshu, sometimes you get a Middle Lotus. Those are just like the best two comparisons for new IDs. One of them's really good, the other one is not. If Ongdu 2 will be helpful. Ishmael's only good Uptie 1 ID, I think, is Kurokuma right now, so there is like room for better Uptie 1. The ring IDs are good Uptie 1. The Corporists, I should say. I don't think the Flavists were great. But like Ring Faust and Ring Honglu are the IDs I want the most right now, for sure. They are going to be great. They have the good rolling skill too. Honglu gets his follow-up skill too. So if I'm able to get debuffs on the enemy, he will probably be doing like second most damage from that. Is Phantom Trace a debuff? It should be, right? Yeah, so that's like, the Blade Ryoshu alone can apply like 4 debuffs. It shouldn't be too hard to get his skill 2 to the proc if I'm running them together. I think Honglu Assassin is going to be fairly strong with the unique debuff. What if he only inflicts it on his skill 3? I didn't actually look too closely at the trailer. I usually watch those really tired on my phone as soon as I wake up, so I don't see any details. I don't know if we saw him inflict it with his skill 2 or anything like that. You hope Capstan Mare won't be a straight up kill everything ID. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want him to have the same gimmick as the last, like, what, the last 3, the last 4 have all had benefits for getting their allies killed, Wild Hunt being the weakest of that. It would be nice if he was just, like, the best Tremor ID in the game or something. Make him Tremor Charge, put Rose Spanner Mare to rest in Mirror Dungeon. Wild Hunt is interesting as a support ID. I wish he was better at Uptie 1. He was like the first clashable counter, so he was pretty good for that, but his skill 2 is just bad rolling. His skill 1 is also bad rolling, and he has low health. And health actually matters for Uptie 1. Wow, you got the most damage, I can't believe it. She even beats AoE. I didn't get the EX on that one. That was probably, what, turn 11? Ruin is a decent effect, though. Yeah, I did use Ruin in Railway 4 to good effect. Okay, Lantern time. I still get everyone? Okay, I thought I was already ID restricted here. Well, I want Pride Slash. So you guys, Pride skill 2 is good. You don't actually have Pride, but I'll put you on the team. I think Slash skill 2, Pride skill 2. You're still the best Uptie 1 of the ID in the game. Of course, I'm bringing you. Malphast is Pride Slash. Do we just bring Malphast? Probably. Full stop. Honglu has Pride skill 3. He does. That is a true statement. It all returns to Moust. Moust is not insane at Uptie 1, but her being able to actually clash things because she is fast is nice. Like, skill 1 rolls a 10, that's fine. Skill 2 rolls a 15, that's good. It's just she has lower damage because both of them are 2 coiners, and then her counter actually rolls pretty good as well. Let's break this guy's lure. I should be able to get away with this. Save my skill 2 on Mare. Kuro, Kumu, Honglu needs Uptie 2, I'm pretty sure, to get the reuse. Or at least to get both. I feel like I wanted to use him, but I couldn't. I would have to check to be sure. No way I can't do 70 damage. Alright. Time for everyone's favorite 50-50s all the way down. Unless I just decide to not clash him, I think I'm going to try clashing him first. If we lose this attempt, I'll just go like all one-sided on him. The fact that I have multiple coins, these should all be like more than what they say. Because he just has to miss his coin once while I still have enough power. Why do you have the least health? Did you get the Dulcinea attack power up? I think you did. Yeah, Princess Rhodio's skill 2 has the buff spread. That's why she's the best Uptie 1 ID. Her plus Manager Dawn gives you actually decent rolling AoE. They're a great duo. Wow, yeah, I got this guy staggered. When you can actually choose your damage type, then I can intentionally bring Pride Slash. This gets a lot better. I'm going to save a few skill 2s, but I do want to go damage with Ryoshu here. I'm doing too much damage. I didn't want to push him past that stagger threshold, but it looks like we're going to. Maybe all Tails rolls saves it? I can't see right now. Why is it strange that Ryoshu gets inevitable termination? It's like a main part of her kit, and it isn't related to her skill 3 at all. I think it makes sense for her to have it. Spread can give +1 to 2 base power to clashable counters. You were talking about the thorns? I thought you were talking about the skill 2. But yeah, she can still spread Blooming Thorns, but Blood Feast is an issue unless I'm actually running Bleed. Like, she can't fuel it herself. Did I break the stagger threshold? I did barely go over it. That's unfortunate. I think we're just going to do this and hope for the best. I can't clash all of these, that's for sure. Let's just do some damage. It's just so much extra damage, that Pride Slash skill every turn. Fine. Dude, does Vi Souths gain their defense level spread after Uptie 2? I don't know. I used Zwei Gregor for a while. He was like the first 3-star I pulled on this account. So I got a fair amount of use out of him for Uptie 1, but he has been replaced. Okay, like, aren't you supposed to not charm some people? Why do I only have 2 people usable? Hit the damage button. really wish these two were in the other order. Man, I needed you to get some heads rolls. I didn't stagger because of that. Yay, bleed and rupture. Well, that wasn't great. You got 2 fairy attacks off. How low are you? It's still at 1,000, and I don't think your body will stagger when I break it. We're definitely going to be hitting some backups here, I would say. I mean, maybe I just win all of these. The 50-50s. They're all favored. I get Pride Resonance. There's no way this turn goes poorly. Does that stagger? No, I can't. Okay. You never know if unbreakable coins are going to stagger you or not these days. A lot of them say they can't, but sometimes they still can. You don't know why the Sabno can't stagger in that phase. Yeah, it's annoying. A criteria for making Unbreakable stagger or not, the big threatening moves don't stagger you. The weaker random Unbreakables often just don't have that line of text, though, is how it tends to work. If target has 5+ rupture, that's like everyone because we got hit twice by the fairy, so this thing is going to hurt. Even when I make it deal 80% less damage, it's still going to be at 120% damage. That's assuming I can win the clash. Who is the best odds of winning that? It is no, it's not you. No one is going to win that. Well, maybe actually Pride Resonance can get that up to favored if it can tie. Yeah, that's tying if I get all heads. That's as good as it's getting. We might be seeing a new face here, or a few new faces hit the field. I'm pretty sure Dulcinea's finale has the can't stagger text, so it's not only after Canto 7, but it is a lot more common after Canto 7. What if we kill here? He is lower than I realized. I probably should have gone harder for damage. But we won our clashes. It worked out. That's right, single coin skills still don't do that much. That stagger Rhodia didn't. She gets the kill. Okay. Yeah, I expected that to be good because I can take Pride. A lot of the good Uptie 190s just happen to have Pride. So I expected that to be the easiest of these 3 avenues. Now we have Wayward Passenger. You are weak to Green and Envy. Gluttony, Envy. Those are harder to come by, for sure. You also just have high clashing skills. It's probably going to be something like this still. Not really changing the IDs I bring, just maybe slightly. +6/+4 2 coin. Oh yeah, you're going to be fast, and then you're going to be fast after I break the portals still as well. Like, one of them gives you speed. I probably can't break all of the portals, so he's going to be getting some buffs here. This could be bad. Maybe he'll actually go through some of my IDs, and we'll see backups. There's no way I break all the portals, so I'm going to have to choose which ones to break. Discussing staggering with Unbreakables in chat. My opinion is that Unbreakables not staggering should have just been a part of the coin. Like how the coin sets its power to 1 on Clash Loss, it should have also made it not stagger. I think that would save us having that text on all the moves. It would just make it feel more consistent. You're actually Gloom, right? Yeah, you look like you would be Pride, but you're Gloom. How bad are these again? More damage, 10% only, that's fine. Max HP 20% is a lot. Boost speed by 1, and coin power. So I want to break the coin power one and the HP one, I think. I'm probably only breaking 2. So let's go for these 2. Honestly, I might only break 1. Well, let's make sure I break the coin power one. Did I not even break the 1? I didn't even break the 1. I forget how this works, with like, you have the 2 turns to do it. Like, if I kill him now, does he still get the buffs? I swear he does in Mirror Dungeon. These are also, like, actually somewhat threatening moves from these portals that I should pay some attention to. Nah, I can't really, though. Do you have all 4 dimensions? Yeah, you have to kill them on that first turn. That's just so harsh. Okay, well, I mean, I did this with base IDs. How did I do it? The answer is ego. Like, I bet most of my clashing with ego at this point. I have no speed control, so who wants to clash what? You're clashing nothing? Alright. A lot of people can't clash anything here. And the ones that can are a little bit struggling. I might have to use Space Ego here. Which Uptie 1 IDs have good speed range? Manager Dawn is 4 to 6. I think that's about as good as it gets. Would G-Corp Otis be helpful for haste spread? I don't think so. think I just have to accept that he is going to be faster than me and deal with it. Okay, what's doing the most damage? This is. See if I can get any sanity out of this turn. G-Corpo Taste is on passive, yeah. It is, isn't it? I don't get those passive things. I'm not going to be able to clash high-speed Rip's face at all, or whatever move he actually uses. That's going to just, like, destroy me. Also, yeah, no one can redirect again, that's expected. I did let him get +2 speed. I'm going to... I guess I might as well try clashing it, right? It's not like he's gaining sanity. There's a chance I win, and if I don't, I probably get staggered because I'm... yeah, gluttony weak, so it's not like I wanted to try countering with him. Which sword has... Is that just on your part? Your entire self? Okay. How's it going? This fight's looking like it could be pretty bad, but we've gotten here without too much of an issue. So it's going alright so far. And yes, Blade Lineage Mirror does get the slash power up on his counter, even at Uptie 1. A lot of defensive skills, especially the ones released older, just aren't changed at all between like Uptie 1 and 4. Or at least between Uptie 1 and 3. Uptie 4 maybe gives it the Sen affinity. And that's it. What does this do for me again? Offense level? Sure. And you leave again! Oh my gosh. I can't kill these portals. I don't have Honglu's skill 2 this time for the Gloom portal. I need to send like actually everything I have at it to kill it, I think. I have like all skill 1s here, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, I can focus out one portal. I failed to kill even one portal in the first go around, so like this attempt could have been better. I just wish I could use representation emitter here. I know I was using that so much for base IDs to just get sanity. Sanity is so hard to come by in this fight. I believe that you can win that clash, Honglu. I don't believe you can win yours, Ryoshu. Okay. I split my damage on the first round because I thought I could kill 2. With more heads rolls, I could have killed both, but I had like 0 sanity on everyone.
이 순간이 다 되어내리라.
That sure does a lot of damage. $10 plus 9, yeah. This is just like the most obvious. You ego this and it does nothing. I can't ego it and I can't outroll it. So this is going to just do a lot of damage to me. Plus 10% for every dimensional effect on self, so that's plus 90%. Yep. He goes before me, so I can't like one-side him first. This is the type of skill that makes Uptie 1 no ego so much worse. Okay, I actually do have a chance to beat it. 50-50. If I lose 1 coin on this, I tie. This one, I would be rolling 1 higher than him with 1 coin missed, but I have lower sanity. Ryoshu, it's all you. I believe. 50-50. Ooh. And okay, just heads roll all the way down. Yeah, even on the attack. Honestly, I thought that would be worse. That's fine. Too slow to do anything. No one is. He's just going to kill my staggered people. Or he's going to hit them with AoE skills to kill everyone. He's playing smart. What is this skill? Normal rip space is destroying me. Okay. Oh yeah, Rodia's dead. I can't do anything about that. Base power 15. Jeez. Would Harpooner Heathcliff work well here? He has a good affinity. I think his rolls are just like... I think he has the 4+3 skill 2. So he rolls out the 13 max. I could try him though, for sure. Like, I'll try different IDs. Oh, how much damage have I done to you? You still have 1,500 health. I think you started with like 2,000. And then you do this again. This time you'll get it for sure, right, Ryoshu? You got 4 heads rolls in a row last time. If only I could just like one-sided paralyze him. If there was a fast ID with same turn paralyzed, that would be so good. Okay, she won it that time. Last time I did like 300, this time it still did 88. But I at least get to spend all my other attacks and maybe stagger apart here. You are targeting Malfaust with those? Okay. Malfaust, it is your time to die. The only move that isn't hitting Malfaust is doing 20 damage to Mare. Everyone do as much damage to this blade as you can. Redirect from Mare is already doing low enough damage to him. I just want the damage. Malfast had to redirect to the rip space, if that's what you're saying. Yeah, middle Heathcliff had some potential for Uptie 1, but I don't have him. Let's see. I have to play by your speed. That's bad. These skills are gonna hurt. Okay. They're like 300 off staggering. I'm probably getting all my damage on breaking left blade. I don't like that Ryoshi was so low, but she is notably Envy and Gluttony Fatal, and wow, would you look at his attacks. Just getting sub-targeted by that. This might be worth the Durante. I kind of want to have their speed. Like, I'm not getting all the way to Pinky Nurse Fodder today. I don't... It's like, maybe I want it for Ebony Queen. And I still have 3 people alive. I can go without it. So what's going first? Those are going first. Those will stagger Honglu, probably. Is this combat start? It's turn end reload. Does that work if I don't use it? Does that work if I get staggered? I don't know. Turn end is a very rare conditional. I guess we'll find out. Manager Dawn just got here and she's getting just instantly rip space. I don't get to use her at all. And that's the only thing targeting her. I can't even soak more attacks. It's just a question of if I try to evade on Ryoshu. Will this kill her? She's double fatal to it. If it heads rolls, it probably kills her, but if it tails rolls, she might get to use that skill too, and that skill too would do a lot. Heathcliff actually won that clash. I did not expect that. Double tails will let her live, but okay, that actually used his counter. Oh yeah, I still have the 1 HP survive anything passive. I forgot about that. Normal rip space on Dawn. Okay, he really hates Dawn. Just double rip spaced her. To 19, that could stagger me, so I will try to clash it. Everyone else is just doing damage to the broken blade. 12 to 29 is guaranteed to stagger me, so you might as well try to clash. Okay. Turns out he just has low enough health that even if I'm winning very few clashes, he does like 100 damage to himself on each rip space, which helps. I think we'll be able to get him. Mostly because of Ryoshu. Ryoshu's going to have like 35% damage this fight, I swear. Hey Barbarotis, it's been a while since you hit the field. Ah, you repaired your blade. Okay, everyone attack here. Honglu's got a chance. Alright. Can we go 2 for 3 on beating high speed rip space? Let's see. We can. And that should be the fight. Okay. That seemed bad, but single coins don't do much damage. That's like the moral of the story here.
내가 원망한 만큼 아비인 당신들도
29%,
절망이
not quite
공평한 거잖아.
35, but still
모두 잊지.
quite a
모두
gap
지워내자.
between her and second place.
나는 나를 잊고
Manager Dawn had a great fight today.
당신들도 내게서
And now this
세상에서
one.
도려내줘. 온데간데 없이.
Doubt. I don't know what affinities you're weak to. I'm just going to bring the same team and
잘 됐네.
send literally everything at your roots until I win, probably. One bind every turn definitely will get annoying. Looks like Pride Slash again. That's pretty good for me. Yeah, like these moves, I mean that one's maybe doing enough damage that I care. You can clash there, but like these, I'll get Malphas counter up as well actually, but everyone else just do damage here. I gotta go back to get the green clear? No. Yeah, it looks like Slash and Pride Fatal, which is just like perfect. This should go fine, just like Lantern.
이 순간이 닿아도 베어내리라.
Wish you got more than one heads roll there. But yeah, only 304 health on the roots. They won't take that long to kill. All of that damage is basically ignorable. How fast you clash that one, and then assist defense will get that one. Yep. Can ignore that, can ignore that. Everyone kill the roots. How is this hopeless? It's because you have 0 sanity? Because, like, I can outroll that. It should be, like... But I need all 4 coins, right? Or I need all heads rolls. With my +2, I only need 2 heads rolls, so this is only struggling. Best of luck. Let's go, Rodia. This is why you're the best Uptie 1 ID.
이 순간이 닿아도 베어내리라.
And then everyone just does good damage here. We're gonna break the roots now, it looks like. Stagger them, at least. Yeah. Ryoshu, you try to clash that because you're slow, so everyone will have broken the roots by then. Actually, you know what? Yeah, okay. Just make sure these roots are dead. Princess Rodia has so much attack power up, especially when multi-slotting her. Yeah, I love IDs that get real benefits from multi-slotting. Like when I do Mirror Dungeon on this account, I double slot her and Manager Dawn, and she just gives 4 attack power up to both of them. And then their front 2 slots for Pierce Memory, like they can clear Mirror Dungeon pretty quickly, honestly, all things considered. Okay, what now? Let's go all in on the more dangerous stem. Everyone attack right stem. Quite happy you caught this stream entirely randomly. I don't know when I'll continue. If you want to join my Discord in the description, I'll make notifications and mention when I'll be streaming next. Alright, triple tails rolling there stopped me from killing the right stone. There's like 2 more filler mannequin fights after this, right? I think there are. I'm just thinking about the Ren Albina fight now, though. How is that going to go? We're center limited there. We only have like 4 centers available. One of them is Ryoshu, though, so I can guess which Ryoshu we'll be using. Reflectorial forcing 12 members, yeah, and even if like everyone dies, you still can't generate skill slots. It's just fully impossible to get multi-slots on anyone other than Blade Ryoshu. Would Ujet Otis be a helpful Uptie 1? I think when she came out, I looked and I called her worse than Molar. But we could take another look, maybe. It's like she might be better for the fights where I need to use Otis, which is the concern. Does Blade Shoe get a unique passive in that fight? I have no idea. So far, all of Blade Shoe's passives that I've seen have the same effect as the one Ryoshu normally gets, even if the like icon is different. Why does this say dominating? That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. Kurikumu Heathcliff never clashed anything this fight. He's still at 0 sanity. The attack power up after stagger, I'm fairly sure Ryoshu gets that normally. Can't wait for Shiomi 2 on this account. I can wait, and you'll have to wait. We're not getting that far today. You want a hopeless clash against Lacrimosa? I wonder why it said hopeless. How many filler fights is there until Ren plus Albina? That's the question on everyone's mind. Do we meet the Rosette mannequins first? Those are in part 1, right? So there's probably like 3 tiles of those. Hi, Moses. You think it's only 2? I hope it's only 2. There might be another random normal Pekatula stage as well. They love throwing those in here. Rosette Desire. I can guess what enemies I'll be fighting. And okay, here we are. Yisong has the worst selection of Uptie 1 IDs. Like, let me just go look at the Yisong IDs real quick. I guess I can't look at their Uptie 1s here because this game is bad, but none of these are great from what I remember. Like even Index, I look at Index and Wu because they're the most likely to be good. Let's take a quick look. 3+3 skill 1 with basically no notable effects. I'm not maintaining poise. And 4+3 skill 2 with, again, a little bit of sinking. He does get prescript for sanity and a bit of offense level. Unlock 3 takes like 15 turns to reach, probably. And by 15, I mean 9. It's just, he's nothing spectacular. And then how's Wusong? Not that I can get him right now. I mean, Incorp's here as well. We can look at you, but yeah, 13 roll and 9 roll. You might actually do okay damage because of Torn Memory, but you're not exactly what I'm looking for. Your event ID, that's why I can't see you. You're probably the best option. Rupture or Tremor coin power is maybe actually achievable. And then, same idea here. It annoys me so much that this guy's skill 2 is a 4+5 normally, because this, if your speed is faster, coin power is just assumed. But he doesn't have that if your speed is faster, coin power at Uptie 1. He only gets the Rupture Tremor ones. Like, this guy's skill 2 base roll is so low for a modern ID. Power Guard is always nice to have. It's okay, I guess. He would at least be fast, though. 2 haste, and he's naturally 3 to 5. Like, he would be a fine idea if I could get him, but we're not so lucky. We're stuck with this guy, who I guess I'll level up. We at least have a pretty good skill 1. We actually get a natural 3+4 11 rolling skill 1 here. The skill 2 is just okay. It's not great. And then for Gregor, I wish I had Fire Fist, but I don't. And so I guess we're leveling priests to max. Let's see how this goes.
반드시 팬다.
It's time for Ryoshu to carry. Is Capomare any good? I don't recall. He's probably fine. No, I don't get his passive. His like power up with bullets passive is his real passive that takes resources, so I just don't get that. That makes him quite a bit worse. Do any of the Hohenheim Gregors work well? I don't think they did. Like, they were nothing spectacular. I think Fire Fist would still be the best if I could choose any Gregor. Life Gregor could still redirect always. That is a very nice thing for sure, if I had him. We Pride Resonance. Okay, maybe Priest Gregor is a mistake in this fight, because he gets bleed count from the enemies. I did kind of forget about that whole part of him. He's already dead. IDs that have multiple passives, only the resource passive, whether that's owned or resonance, is missing at Uptie 1. That's what, so like my Ryoshu still gets the skill 2 too, I still get my survive at 1 HP. I'm just missing
시계 소리 또한
this one all the way down here, and then the one that gives me skill 3s, because you can't have skill 3s at Uptie 1. No, I'm gonna hit his counter this turn. We'll see if I regret this. I'm attacking into their Clash of the Guard.
지금은 돌아가고 싶지 않아.
It's interesting that you don't get stuck with dead slots here. I guess it's because you're forced to deploy everyone. Like, normally, Priest dying would give me a permanent lost skill slot. Yeah, Ryoshu extra skill slot should be doable on Uptie 1. But yeah, I mean, I'll want the Ring Corporists for sure. They are the IDs I need to make sure I get before the end of the season. They're both good. And then, you know, maybe Valentina will be good. It's competing with the best Uptie 1 ID in the game, unfortunately. But there's a chance. Again, I'm going to attack this guy's guard just because we're overflowing so many skills onto him. It's only 2. No, I shouldn't. Attacking their guard is what makes people die to these guys.
이 순간이 다가도 베어내리라.
I think this is, yeah, we're technically in chain battle mode even though we don't have backups. That's an unfortunate clash loss. Ryoshu has procced her passive. And so she just dies to that. She just dies immediately to bleed. Well, we might be losing this one. We'll see if Mare can pull it out.
베어내리라.
He's a pretty good ID still.
끊어지지 않는다.
What if she triple evaded? She would still have bleed. She would never accomplish anything else while she was here. I would rather just make sure skill slots go to other people. Oh, now we have dead slots. So we aren't in chain battle mode. It probably has something to do with Ryoshu being alive. Well, that is unfortunate. But we still win because there's only 8 enemies here. Oh, don't make me speak too soon. Okay. Yeah, we actually might see Ryoshu not getting top damage in this stage. Because Priest Gregor's taking top damage, just you wait. His damage numbers are going to be so awful. It's like dealt 13, took 280. Yeah, I think Mare carried that one a bit. 63%. And do it again. There's really no better Gregor here. I mean, I have... No, I need to get someone that has an Uptie 1 Fire Fist. If you have any Uptie 1 IDs, by the way, please join my Discord and, like, tell me, and I'll friend you.
죽음 충동 억제.
Anything Uptie 1 that I can use through supports would be great. My skill 2 does have 30% extra crit damage, that's the only poise buff on it. Really, you should just evade, honestly.
나아가주게.
You don't have Uptie 1 IDs, you like support passives too much. I should specify if you have leveled Uptie 1 IDs, which I don't expect very many people to have. But I'll throw the call for help out there.
그려낸 대로.
Okay. No guards this turn. Good luck, Ryoshu. You're dealing with 2 of the lost skills. It's kind of a nightmare scenario for you.
순간이 다
You got 4 Pride Resonance there. That should be enough, right? Does Middle Otis get unpacking at skill 1? I think she can do it once. I think she's the only Uptie 1 ID that can use any form of a skill 3. I'm pretty sure she has the health conditional, but not the, like, skill 3 or envy resonance conditionals. No, just don't hit their guard. Don't hit their guard, it's that simple.
죄인인가? 그대 또한 잠들게.
Her resonance thing is tied to the effect itself. I just don't think she has Rising Fever at Uptie 1. She just has Sealed Sword, and it becomes first seal removed when you do the health thing. Besides that, that's all that happens.
죄인인가?
Evades are so good. Why do you have a 16 evade, by the way? Shouldn't your evade be a 14?
이 시계 소리 또한
Where am I getting the evade power? Do I just have higher defense level? I guess I do, right? Because these guys are level 56. Do I have plus?
이
Yeah,
시계
this is
소리
plus
또한
2. Okay,
끊이지
so that
않지.
is all it is.
이 순간이
죄인인가?
파도로 베어내리라.
Overall, this has gone definitely just a little bit easier than I thought it would. It helps that the enemies are just weak to the damage types that happen to be good at Uptie 1. It's giving me a bit of hope to do more of this ego list than I expected. I got up to 30 hands on Priest. Just don't hit their guard. It's the only thing that matters.
벤다는 사월을 건다.
The Battle of the Tails rolls over here. rare moment where Priest gets max bloodied hand, yeah.
베어내리라.
It's a bit weird, the Blood Fiend IDs at Uptie 1. They can gain their stacks, but they can't spend them outside of Manager Dawn. But like, free offense level isn't bad. 3 offense level, it's not useless. It's like unlock.
죄인인가?
Glad he doesn't have sanity, because I would have just given that guy a lot of sanity. Look at that, 3 offense level, let me win that clash.
그대 또한 잠들게.
Alright, no guards this turn, we can actually do damage.
나아가주게.
I don't think it's a design flaw that Barber's skill 3 doesn't absorb Blood Feast. It's like how, I mean, she's functionally a charge ID, right? Skill 1 and 2 gain charge, skill 3 spends it. I know everyone loves to call Blood Fiends charge IDs, but I think it's the most true for her. And Priest is dead. Oh wait, I thought you had 11 health, not 111 health. I missaw that.
그대 또한 잠들게.
Yeah, only 2 enemies left. Okay. We should win here.
나아가주게.
이 순간이 닿도록 베어내리라.
I don't think Mare's going to have 60% damage this time. I think Ryoshu did a little better. I hate Barber's Uptie 1. Her Uptie 1 skill 1 is so bad for no reason. Like, why is it it's like Middle Lotus. I think it's a 2+3, and it just has no reason to be that bad. Like, I'm using her. Let's take a look. Yeah, 2+3. It's just, why? I only tolerate her because she's a Blood Fiend and can get buffed by Rhodia. Normally, Molar would be better by a lot. Where were we? Her skill 1 is always bad, but it doesn't roll an 8. Like, just give me my 3+3. Why is it 2+3? Why are you holding back 2 base power? Or like a base and a coin power, whichever it is. Nurse Father's very scary tile name that is actually
반드시
just
펜다.
Pekatula, I think.
아비들도 검
We're talking about Barber still? Yeah, I think we were. Okay, no, it's a 3rd stage of ring mannequins.
그쪽도 죄인인가?
And I would call this a bad turn 1. This is about as bad as they could start out for me here. Using their guards and their lust skills only. I'm half tempted to just restart immediately.
이 순간이 닿도록 베어내리라.
3rd daily helping of mannequins. Yeah, my thumbnail wasn't lying, I guess. Okay, no counters this turn, but it's still pretty bad.
그려낸 대로
And people are losing sanity. This is looking like the average chain battle or like unfocused battle experience where I just get destroyed. This is what I thought the whole Canto was going to be like for Uptie 1. You can see why I was worried. I think we just got pretty good luck so far in the other unfocused battles. Well, actually, I guess that the first one against these guys went pretty poorly. Gregor died on like turn 2.
죄인인가?
We'll see if we can turn it around with the power of Mare not having another stagger threshold for a while. Their power guards are really bad, yeah. Minus 42 sanity on Ryoshu?
이 시계 소리 때문에
How? It's turn 5. Have you lost 4 clashes?
나아가주게.
Alright, no, it's the pink shoes effect, yeah. That makes you lose like 40 sanity if you get enough of it. I forgot about that.
이 순간이 다가도 베어내리라.
We've got 2 clashable guards this turn. Hopefully that guy gets staggered.
그려낸
Lore accurate Tiansha star. Yeah. Okay, this guy just decided to get all heads. So much for staggering him. And that probably gives Priest Gregor enough lead that he is just going to die next time he tries to do
이
anything.
순간이 다가도 베어내리라.
Alright, this is the end of this attempt. Everyone is low sanity. We're going to lose all these clashes. It's surprising that I even got this far. Right, like there's no way we recover from this one. That wasn't unbreakable. Oh no, that was just my 3rd skill slot. For a second I thought I just had unbreakable coins that weren't unbreakable. Visually. She has no bleed. She's panicked. I mean, she'll get the sanity reset. She's just going to die to the next unbreakable coin that hits her, but maybe she can outlast that for a little bit.
그려낸 대로.
Priest Gregor actually didn't bleed himself out. Maybe this is Priest Gregor's turn to carry. Yeah, first it was Mare, then it was Ryoshu, and it's Priest Gregor's time to shine. And then Yisong is also here. No, he's dead now. This is fatal. Yeah, he has 3 health and 2 bleed. Or 3 health and 12 bleed, 2 bleed count.
나아가주게.
And it's just going to be Mare carrying again, trust. It's like, how many of them are in this stage? Does it go 8, then 9, then 10? Or do we have 9 again? I don't know. Second easiest 415 pack if you already beat Regilius. Probably either Papadon or Into a Certain Library's book, I would say. Alright, Yisong, your job is to just take all the hits so that Ryoshu can go unopposed. You don't get a choice in the matter, that's just what you're doing.
그려낸 대로
Oh wait, this is an unfocused battle, so if he dies, they're going to retarget. Please don't kill him. Okay, double tails, roll saved.
작은 나비의 날개라 해도 이곳을 벗어날 수
Shouldn't guard be better? He was dying.
살을 베어내고
But yeah, to stop him from dying earlier, I probably should have used guard. But I thought maybe there was a chance he could win. Like, it was only struggling, it wasn't hopeless.
이 순간이 닿아도 베어내리라.
Okay, so if Ryoshu dies, Mare won't gain any more slots based on what we saw in the first battle against these guys. Going to trust your evade, I think, here. There are... Okay, these are the last guys. Mare, use all your skill 2s. We don't need to save them for anything. Any staggers I get are extremely worth it. Just don't hit that guy's counter.
벤단 서울을 건너
Ryoshu... Okay.
이 순간이 닿아도 베어내리라.
We still ended up hitting his guard because we killed enemies. Okay. But we should have, like, basically just that guy left alive.
살을 베어내고
Yeah. Go all my skills. Ryoshu gets killed by this unbreakable coin, but Mare should clean up. Unless she staggers. She did, okay. Well, even with a bad start, we managed to make it out of that one. I did not expect that. Is it finally Ren and Albina time?
내가 원망한 만큼 아비인 당신들도 절망해야 공평한 거잖아.
Cigarettes and the nurse fodder. EX clear stage, so I'm pretty sure this is it.
난 나를 잊고 나를 지워.
Let's see how it goes. I'm probably going to actually only run Ryoshu and Mare, but I'll give it an attempt with the full team once.
당신은 누구지? 거미 집에 당신 같은 자는 없었을 텐데.
If this skill is the main target of an attack skill, gain less poise. Okay.
나아가주게
이 순간이 닿아도 베어내리라.
Getting rid of all her bleed on the same turn the passive proc. Yeah, if that didn't happen, I think we would have lost. Oh, speed's gonna be an issue. You just happen to max roll your speed. Well, I can't redirect anything. So, we're playing by your targets. It's quite unfortunate.
그려낸 대로
Because we're going... Oh, we actually won that struggling. Let's go Priest Gregor. Yisong can't win his neutral though. Ow.
이 순간이 다가오고
Why do you have the Shiomi passive? I saw that. Guaranteed slash damage on crit. Unnamed cut. All skill ones. This is the problem with Uptie 1. That was neutral against the counter. He got max speed again, by the way. Good luck, Ryushu. This is so hard to win.
그려낸 대로
Yeah. Oh, only 20 damage though. He didn't crit. Okay. We actually ran him out of poise last turn, it looks like.
이 순간이 다가오고 베어내리라.
Does Albina show up when I break his shield? Is that what it is? Or is it just like after you do a skill cycle?
그려낸 대로
This firecracker survivability is insane. You're talking about Mirror Dungeon. He does have Grey Coat, so as long as you don't get killed in one turn. Oh, I should read my effect, see if it's any different for Blade Ryushu compared to normal. It's just like extra skill slot on the stagger. Game 1 attack power up. Yeah. Maybe the 10% damage is new. You max rolled your speed again? Okay. Good luck, Priest. It's favored. You've got this. Fighting Mr. Starslayer, if that's what you want to call him, yeah. We have made it to the end of Canto 9 Part 1.
이 순간이 다가오고
We break your shield here, so if that's what summons Albina, we're doing it. Does your sanity just like not go below 0? Or is this just a coincidence that you're at exactly 0 after this long?
카보스로 가리고 있으니 그나마 역겨움이 덜하고
Sanity does not drop below 0. Okay. When he has Moonlit Azure Blade, which I just got rid of. I see. Why are you max speed again? This guy's rolled max speed like 4 out of 6 turns, I swear. Okay. Ryoshu is invincible, I can just ignore that. Isn't it cool when you have true invulnerability in your boss fights? Like, Albina is fully handled by Ryoshu, everyone else just focus on getting Ren out of here. I think immortality gimmicks are overdone in story fights, but, you know, I kind of need them to win on these challenge runs, so I'll take it. I actually won that struggling clash. Yeah, it's very awesome and cool that I just literally can't die. Good thing I don't have House of Spiders IDs to transfer this damage to. Like, okay, you're hitting Ryoshu again, so I can ignore your only dangerous move again. And Ren didn't max roll his speed today, so everyone else can just get this guy.
그려낸 대로 이 순간이 닿도록 되어내리라.
Oh yeah, I guess these do just happen to be the IDs that don't have House of Spiders IDs, or the sinners that don't have House of Spiders IDs other than Yusong. Yeah, Yusong just doesn't have any good Uptie 1 ID though. Like, Rian still might be his best just because he has high health and an evade, so he can be pretty defensive. If you account for the fact that he can be fed to Ryoshu, I think he is definitely going to be the best Uptie 1 Yusong available. What if that just hit Ryoshu and I didn't care because it's single target and she's invincible? Isn't this fight so well designed? What if the gimmick didn't matter at all? Unless it gains attack weight on Clash Win or something that I didn't pay attention to. I might get punished for not reading here, we'll have to see.
이 순간이 닿도록 되어내리라.
You don't get attack weight, right? Okay, no, it's fine. We're just inflating Ryoshi's damage taken number. You are 1 health above your stagger threshold. It's not going to be a good day for Ren. In fact, can other people clash Albina at all? Yeah, Priest, you can take that. And honestly, I think I'm just going to let that skill hit there. He takes like 41 damage. That's the last damage he'll take in the fight, because after this, Ryoshu just takes every attack. And let's kill Ren now.
그려낸 대로
소생에 쓰이는 다 이만
It looks like she was hitting Ren for a second there. Alright. That skill's targeting her naturally, so that's every skill dealt with. Priest is going to die to bleed or reflected damage.
되어내리라.
I guess if I keep losing clashes, I might panic, and then I wouldn't be able to redirect. That's like the risk, but I should be able to beat your green skills consistently. So I don't think that will happen. Okay, there he goes. And Mara died to bleed as well. Or he's going to, probably. What if I just evaded Repressed Flesh? You think that will work?
이 순간이 다가와 베어내리라.
Yeah, it rolls a 0. Oh, you're staggered. I'll hit the damage button. Can't wait for 941 to be impossible. Almost definitely I'm going to have to break my rule and use base ego there. But with base ego, it should be fine. It's like, that's my problem with this challenge. If I use base ego, it's kind of just an easier version of base IDs, because I get to actually choose my damage types and stuff. If I don't use base ego, like I'm doing right now, then it can be interesting, but it becomes impossible on the really hard stages, like Lei Heng. So, I don't know. It's a bit of a strange situation. But I think just doing as much as I can without ego is the way to do it. You're probably getting staggered here if I had to guess. Good luck with an LCCV Rodeo solo. That is probably still like bottom 3 solo IDs. I think Boombox helps her a lot. If there's some really bad ID that doesn't have a blunt skill, they might be the new worst.
계획에 없는 행동을 삼가라고.
Alright. Albina, stop undressing yourself. I'm kind of surprised it was only 57%, but I guess Mare is still a good ID. What is... If there's like a quick fight, I might do like one more fight here, but I will be ending streams soon. I don't think we'll do any more major fights, but if there's just like a mannequin fight, I might get that out of the way. Yeah, I'll do this Pekatula fight. I can... I don't need to be saving this one for next time. But we made good progress today. I mean, did we lose any stage? I honestly don't remember. I thought I was going to lose Wayward Passenger, but we managed to just kill him before he killed us.
이 순간이 다가와 베어내리라.
Yeah, so far so good for Uptie 1. Ryoshu definitely impressing in the damage department. Wonder how much harder this would be without using her. Not something I intend to find out. Although Ryoshu actually has like 4 really good Uptie 1 choices. If I could run 4 Ryoshus, I would in like 12 center battles. Because Blade Ryoshu, Warp Ryoshu, Aroma Ryoshu, and Red Eyes Ryoshu are all just good Uptie 1 IDs. It's so unfair. Give one of those to Yisong, please.
베어내리라. 원망도 옅어지나 원망도 옅어지나.
Yeah, okay. Oh, they're fast. I have to play by their speed. You're doing 12 damage, but you are going to stagger Priest. Not too much I can do about that.
나아가주게.
당해야의 고통.
I need to start actually doing mirror dungeons on this account again, so that I can get boxes and get House of Spiders IDs. Like, the House of Spiders team might be strong enough that egoless is reasonable. The problem is just that the hard stages are the ones that restrict what centers I can use. And so I won't be able to do
나아가주게.
anything on 941. But maybe a full House of Spiders team could go back and beat Lei Heng. That's like the ultimate goal for this account, I think. Let power creep progress enough that I can beat Lei Heng Uptie 1 no ego.
그대 또한 잠들게.
Because even being over leveled won't help that much in that fight specifically, which is just so great.
나아가주게.
베어내리라.
Okay. Just like one more turn here.
나아가주게.
And that,
이 순간이
yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the stream. We did Canto 9 Part 1 plus one extra stage. Let him win somebody. No, Lei Heng is the killer of this challenge. He very much beat Uptie 1. He made me stop playing the account for like 6 months. But eventually I decided, okay, I'll use base ego when I have to. Let nobody tell you that he was nerfed into the ground. He's still, like, the hardest fight in the game. It's just that Limbus isn't a very hard game. Granted, I'm giving him very, very good odds when I can't exactly inflict him with Bind or Clash his skill at all. Like, even base IDs that could, he's so hard. It's just that he rewards you, he punishes you for taking too long. I wouldn't even say he rewards you for going fast. You have to go quite slow for him to actually be an issue. But base IDs are quite slow. Thank you everyone that showed up to this abnormal stream. I will try to do this again next week. I might poll in the Discord, see if there's a better time other than Sunday morning for me. And yeah, I will see you later. Good progress today. Hope you have a nice rest of your day.